I hope you are all doing amazing today. So, I haven't posted in a while because the energy has been like a lull, like a waiting energy. It first went from like a recouping, um, like being sick, and then recouping and regenerating. And then it went into a lull, the lull or the waiting, which for me, because I deal with energy all the time, like that's how I live my life. I move the energy, whether that's in my physical reality or what I've been doing the last couple of days. Actually, it's been a week now, is going into the bigger mind of the energy, looking at it from what people will call collective. But to me, collective has a couple of different definitions. So it could be collective, like the human collective, like the human consciousness level, at the planet level, or collective like universal. Because I zoom way out and I look at the big picture. I look at the universe and where that energy is and where it's trending and where it's going. So even in that energy, I was like, whoa, it's calm. Like the energy is calm. But it's also like stagnant a little bit. And I don't like stagnant energy. I like movement, because if you're stagnant, and I don't mind like a little bit of downtime, like to chill for a hot minute, relax, be present, like that's cool. But for long periods of time, stagnation means we're not moving. And to me, that says, okay, something's off. We should always be moving the energy forward. If we're not, then we're stuck. So I'm looking at the energy and I'm going, okay, it's clear we're doing great, as a universe, shifting into a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling, a new way of being. I mean, not everybody. Well, that's not true, because thanks to y'all, all your hard work with moving the energy and taking the downloads, working with the downloads, and then giving the energy back to those that were causing like traumas and issues and dumping and projecting and all that nasty stuff, giving that energy back, a return to sender, giving that energy back actually did exactly what I thought it would, hoped it would. It actually is teaching those energies that, hey, if they pull their energy, if the empath pulls their light away, then I'm stuck with just me. Then I can go and feed off of other energies, but it's not going to be as high vibrational as this one. Uh-oh. Now what? And so I'm watching these energies who are now sitting in their own stuff. Some of them are, like I mentioned, they're going a little loco because they're not used to dealing with their own crap, their own emotions, their own actions, their own decisions, their own choices, their own thoughts. And now, since y'all have stepped away and said, peace out, homie, you do you. Like, you sit in your energy, you go be whoever you want to be. I'm going to go over here and be who I want to be. And because that has been done, these energies, some of them are having a really rough time. Some of them are gonna make it. Yeah, they're gonna come back around too and apologize, ask for forgiveness, which is good, and then maybe you want to come back into your life. So it's really important that you, number one, are healed and fully within your space, your personal energy space. Because I did a video on commodity, and the commodity in the future is your energy. Is those people that are going to have the ability to manipulate the energy and change their environment at will. That's God level. Those are the people that are going to have the power. It has nothing to do with the money. The whole paradigm, this whole rooted in money paradigm, like you have to have money to survive, which is a very low vibrational energy state to be in, that survival state. If I don't have that money, I can't survive. Like just feeling that energy, it's awful. It's very awful, and it's the reason why the society here is in the state that it's in, because it relies on money, a man-made concept, which even Jesus understood way back in the day. That's why he flipped the tables over. He was like, this isn't good. This taxes and the rich getting, richer. And I don't have any problem with rich people. Let me just say that right there. If you can grow rich and do it the right way, more power to you. But I will say this. When I meet a lot of rich people, or they come into my energy field, yeah, they might have money and the idea of power, because the money does buy the power here. That's the game. But inside, a lot of them are rotten. They're hollow. They're not good people. And I'm not saying all of them. There are some really good rich people out there. There are. And you're probably one of them. So, but that game, that old way, like it's gonna flip upside down. I'm gonna pause. I had to chase my nose. It was running. Anyway, the future, and we're probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years out from this being a reality. Maybe, this is why I don't like to predict the future, because one move, I've seen new timelines being created, and then everything just shift. So, and everything that was projected on that old timeline is gone. So the 10, 15 years, it depends on the person. But the point is that paradigm of we're rooted in money and that's our way of surviving, that's going to be over. We're going to flip that, and it's going to be those that have the ability to control the energy, control the matter, control the life, control everything around them. Those are the ones that are going to have the power. Because, for example, like walking down the street and you feel a hostile environment. This happened to me when I was in Florida. I'm walking down the street and I'm like, I can feel the energy. It's ramping up. Something's about to happen. I said, okay, I'm going to shift this energy because I'm in the middle of it. Like this was hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm in the middle of it, and I'm feeling, something bad's going to happen. So I shifted the energy, walked through it, basically, like, it sounds weird, but kind of like parting the sea a little bit, parted the energy, and I made my way through the pool of people, and I got out of there. There was a shooting 15 minutes later. Like 5 or 6 people died. Awful. But I was aware enough to know that, okay, number one, I need to shift everything around me to get me out of here safely. This is discernment. This is where Jesus made the mistake of his days, which is not understanding that, hey, he's going to betray me. Well, he did know, but he didn't take any action. And then that's probably not going to end well for me. I don't think he knew that he was going to be that brutally beaten. But anyway, the point is this next level is you control the matter, you control your surroundings, And you are the one that is practicing discernment and saying, okay, that's not a person I want to engage with because I can feel that their intentions are not for my greatest, highest good. And I'm just not going to deal with them. So, or I'm going to get out of this situation because I can feel it's escalating to a level that could harm me. Because you are the key. You are the answer. Like, you are the one that is in control. God gave you this vessel. You were given this life, these abilities, this energy. And that's the one thing that I think that's been missing is people look outside of themselves for all of the answers when it's you. You're the answer. And you're the one that's shifting and changing everything. Yeah, it was started in the ethers, but it's finishing here. And this is about to hit. This is why we're in this kind of lull waiting period, which I'm hoping we come out of it in the next week or two, because it's a little unnerving for me. I'm not a big wait kind of gal. I like to move. I like action. We got to keep moving forward. But people are going to come back in your life. Old energies are going to try to come back. People are going to try to trigger you. Situations are going to try to trigger you. It's being done on purpose to test you. Are you really ready? Have you really done the work? Are you really prepared to handle the energy, to handle quick decisions in the moment with that kind of power? Because that's true power. True power is not your money. It's not your things. It's the ability to move the particles. That's power. Imagine what you could do with that kind of power. And that's not going to be handed over to just anybody. Absolutely not. I think a friend of mine was telling me that somebody or some people are saying that there's going to be a big solar flare and then everybody's going to wake up and it's all going to be magical la la land. No. Think about that. But let's think about that. Sorry. You've done all this work. You've done all this hard work. And you've healed yourself. You've cut all these things out of your life, these people, these places, these things that don't serve you, that are not adding any value or profitability to your life. You've really done the work. And this person over here hasn't done anything. They're sitting on their ass. They're watching TV. They're eating, crappy food, not working out. They're not doing crap. And you think that there's going to be a magic solar flare and that person's going to wake up? How fair is that? You did all the work, but that's okay. We're going to just make it an even playing field. No, sorry. I don't see that one coming at all. But hey, again, I don't really like to predict the future. I just don't see that happening. I see certain people elevating that have done the work, that get it, that have earned the power. You've earned the power and you've earned your abilities. That's the key. And it's not just that. And I'm going to do a different video on this one because this one blew my mind when I was going into this coven, this group of individuals who use their powers they use their powers and abilities to control all of this. I got a little deeper into that and I was like, whoa, that's pretty badass. But anyway, I'm going to do a different video on that one. But back to my point is that no, that is not going to happen. There is no way that after all of this hard work, and I don't know about you, but I put in decades of work here, and it wasn't just little itty bitty things. Like the stuff that I've had to go through and I've had to work through, not just on a human level, but in my greater mind, that shit almost killed me. It was so painful at times. Do you really think that I'm going to hand over the keys to somebody who has no clue, the bigger picture or understands the direction? No, That's not going to happen. Sorry. But to wrap things up, during this time, this lull, this waiting, it is literally like the calm before the storm. And that's where the energy is at, because you are finding peace. I am finding peace. And literally, I am neutral with everyone and everything in my life. And I'm neutral to the point where no matter what they throw at me, I'm not going to react because it's over. I've let it go. I've forgiven. I've moved on. My life is forward. I'm not interested in what's behind me. I don't care about these people. Now they're going to show back up. Fine. I'll hear what you have to say, but I ain't going back. I've been there, done that. You showed me your cards. You showed me your hand. I know who you are. Now, do I believe in healing and that people can turn around? Absolutely, because I've done it myself. And I will have an open heart and an open mind. But I will also practice discernment. This is my life. It's your life. And it's important for you to understand. This is huge. You hold the answers, the keys. It's you. Nobody else. Nothing else. You. And your power comes from controlling the energy. Controlling the energy means you control your emotions, your words, your thoughts, what you think, how you feel, and also connected to source. Once you have all of that in alignment and integrated and you're at peace in the energy, then you move the energy. You manipulate it in a good way. In a way that benefits you and benefits everyone around you, because you become that light source. No longer are you looking for other things to fill any gaps or holes or cracks. That has all been filled in. You don't need protection. You don't need walls. You don't need filter. You don't need any of that. You push the energy out because you're full of it. You're full of source. You're full of God. And you're automatically protected. Because those energies, it's like a moth coming to the flame. They can't even come near you. These energies can't even come near me because I'm so bright. My energy is so intense, they can't stand it. Because they either have to repent, change, or they got to go. There's no room. I don't have any room for them. They're responsible for themselves. That's the way it should be. Now I'm 100% whole. Now it's time to connect. Share is more like it. I share my energy and then I say, okay, thank you. You go back to your energy. I'm going to do mine. All right. I talked a lot on this one. The bottom line is during this time period, take some time to look into your energy and just look into your energy and say, is there any other things within my energy, within me, that need to be adjusted, changed, shifted, healed, so that I become that 100% source, God, flame energy, so that I am fully protected in every moment, everywhere I go, so that everything is working for me, so that I am attracting everything that is high vibrational, that's in alignment with who I am. And do a good check. That's what I've been doing for a couple of days, is really clearing some stuff out and looking at, okay, where do I have any last minute things that I missed? Is there anything that I missed here? Because we are definitely moving forward. We are moving forward into a totally brand new way of being. Brand new way of being. And I don't know if it's going to be like this solar flare, like big claw thing, or if it's just going to be subtle and then shifts and changes just keep being made. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All I know is what's happening right here and right now. So enjoy the little bit of downtime that you have, but work on you and know that I love you. Have a great day.